Hey, welcome back to 2DG.
Dose.
We've got another beer review. What do we got?
Hopefully not a disappointment.
Yeah.
So every year, if you didn't know, Sierra Nevada, since they're massive now, does a beer camp series. And I think they'll take one of those and brew it after the series. I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyway, so what they do is they pick different breweries from around the country. Each of them add kind of what they're known for into the beer. Make a beer baby.
Yeah, nice.
Very brief. So this one, along with Sierra Nevada, is with Treehouse. I'll go ahead and read this. In just a few short years, Treehouse has made a big impact on the beer scene with their approach to IPA. Low bitterness, intensely juicy, hop flavor, and unfiltered haze. As fellow lovers of IPA, we combine our styles. This is where it gets dicey. The classic American IPA, malt body. So, West Coast, balanced and biscuity type of thing. And the New England approach to hopping. That's when you hope they just didn't screw it up. Now, with Treehouse, we know that they used hop resin, at least for a good amount of their stuff. So this would be kind of interesting because it doesn't say anything about that. But anyway, that's all it gives, though. No info on hops or any of that. So hopefully this doesn't suck.
That's what we're going to find out now.
Let's open it.
Crack it open. What's it called? You never even said.
It's called East Meets West.
But probably this way.
IPA. So, there you go.
Let's do it. Yeah, it does say that it's a one-time only collaboration.
Pretty boldly on the
I got a whiff.
Alright. Well, as you heard him say there, he got a whiff. Well, it looks a little darker than I had hoped, I guess is the right word.
No.
And a lot more clear.
Yes. I don't think that's going to matter.
Well, could be sediment.
Yeah, let's hope.
I'll give you a touch more.
I feel touched.
So as we touched on there, super clear by Treehouse standards. Now, there is a lot of hop sediment floating around in there. You will not be able to see that. When I poured it, there's maybe 2 fingers worth of head, 1.5 if you got big fingers.
I'd say 2.
Nice pillowy, some pretty decent stiction on there.
Can't tell. The head just won't go away. Yeah, it's sticking.
Alright, let's see if he's right about this aroma thing.
I'm starting to doubt now. I'm starting to get more grassy stuff.
Let's get in there.
There's hints at it. It being typical Treehouse.
Well, it's a month and a couple of days old, so it's still within...
Well, it should be. It just came out with it.
Here's the thing. It's got a lot of that grassy, lemongrass nature to it. A little bit of tropical stuff, mostly towards like mango-ish, little tiny bit of bubblegum. That's about it, though. It's got a generic sweetness to it as well. Nothing crazy. It's truthfully about on par with what I thought it was going to be.
I'm not getting any malt back in at all either, so yeah.
Here's the thing with collaborations with big breweries, with smaller ones. They usually just want the name on there. There's no part of this beer, except for they didn't filter it crystal clear, that reminds me of Treehouse in any sort of way. Except maybe a slight bit of this sweetness left over.
Yeah, there's just the littlest hint in the hop, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, let's taste it.
There definitely is. There's a little bit of Julius reminder or King. It's just this, all it is the little bit of the hop that you can smell in there.
Disagree.
Gotta do one more because last time I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I mean, it follows. So, There's not much carbonation, believe it or not, influence, at least at the beginning. Generic sweetness all the way through, a little bit of that bubblegum mango thing, lemongrass.
Definitely.
Almost a little bit of like grapefruit rind as well. It's a little bit more bitter than I thought it was going to be, and then finishes pretty dry in the back.
Very dry.
Nothing crazy though, to be honest. About what I expected.
I'm gonna say it's definitely got hints of tropicality. Right on the very back, you're definitely getting it's actually mixing with a little bit of pininess, but there's a tropical note. It's reminiscent of Treehouse, but that's what it is. It's definitely a collab, but I'm not disappointed. Since I'm not disappointed, and you're apparently slightly disappointed.
No, because I don't have expectations for these.
Let's go ahead and get into the ratings.
I didn't pull this up because it's never going to be up ever again, so who cares? But it is in the IPA class. I didn't check and see if they put an ABV on here to see if it's regular or imperial. We'll just go regular. Oh, there it is. It's 7% flat, so yeah, it's regular. IPA.
I'm going to go an 8. I would have considered, if we did quarters, I would have considered an 8.25, but we don't. I'm going to go an 8 on this. I think the flavors are really good. It does have the hints of the Treehouse. It also has definite hints of a West Coast style. The only real complaint I have is in the middle it seems a little fluffy but flat. It's like something, I don't know, it's almost like foam, you know? There's no flavor, there's just something there. But overall, I don't find it too bad. I think the hop balance is pretty good. I think the malt sweetness is contained. It's not over the top or anything. It's not juicy at all, but there are hints of, the hop from like Treehouse. So that's where I'm at with it. 8.
I'm not getting this hop thing that you're getting. I'll give you the yeast ester, but that's it.
I have drank more of that stuff, though. Maybe that's all.
Yeah. So dick. Here's the thing. I'm going to punish them for a couple of things.
Okay.
Number one, the fact that you're putting Treehouse pretty prominently on the can, and there's not much of Treehouse in the can. See what I did there? That was my phone. Also, saying that they borrowed the hopping approach from them. No, they did not.
Well, they may have used resin.
Nope.
And that's that,
Nope, don't even think so. I'm gonna give this 7.5. It's not. It's on par with the Golden Nugget, but the Nugget didn't make me promises, and this one did. So, I'm gonna follow you for that.
Okay.
And as I've said many times, if it's gonna be on the bottle or the can, I want it in there, and it wasn't. Fair or not.
It is a collab, though.
Cool. So if it's a collaboration, then you should have things from both.
Well, but maybe they worked on
There's
something fairly different.
98% Sierra.
It's not like they walked out with Julius and Torpedo and went, look!
Would have made Torpedo good.
Yeah. Would have.
They said that they blended their malt base. Great, I get that. And that's fine. It said that they took the New England approach to hopping, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, they didn't.
Not sure what that
They did
means.
not.
Having tasted it, I don't know what that means.
They didn't. That's what it means. So you get faulted for that. It's a decent beer, but you lied to me.
So?
I don't like that. So 7.5.
So overall,
Go ahead.
I'm going to stick it an 8. I like it. I would drink this again, but I won't be able to. But I wouldn't drink
another
it.
can in the fridge.
I wouldn't drink it with the expectation that it would be Treehouse.
There's not?
No.
I thought no, not you.
No, there's not.
No, that one is actually a Boneyard IPA, or a DIPA, actually.
Okay. I lied.
Same pack.
Apparently that's coming up pretty soon. So anyway, that's where I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, 7.5. It's okay. If I could get it again, I probably wouldn't bother. but it's all right.
I think it's. Well, I told you what I think. So.
Yeah, you did. If you haven't noticed, I brought the old hat back. Switch it up a bit.
I didn't notice what do you have. Oh,
It's the old
yeah,
puppies.
yeah. Eh? So, if you have ventured out for the Beer Camp 2017 and got yourself this East Meets West IPA, go ahead and leave a comment down there. Let us know. And we'd like to know what you think about it. What do you think of, especially if you've had, if you're familiar with the style. I know there's a lot of people that haven't had Treehouse still. And, you're going to be like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to expect. I don't know what I'm supposed to expect.
I would like to know the intricacies of these deals.
I would too.
Just, other than name recognition, which truthfully Treehouse doesn't need. And they're not going to help them with creating more beer or distribution, so there's nothing there.
Well, let's be realistic. Treehouse getting ready to open a facility that's considerably bigger than what they've been working on. So he may have just said, yeah, I'll do that if I can fly out there and learn how to work on bigger equipment. That may be the extent of it, really.
I don't think so, but to me, Treehouse put their name out there unnecessarily.
It's risky.
But it's not risky because they're world class.
Well, it is if you come out with a product that doesn't stand up. Now,
Everybody knows who's brewing it on what equipment, and it isn't at Treehouse.
no, it's not, and that's I think what works for them is it was a collab. What do you want?
A decent product. Anyway, he already said all that good stuff, so. 2DG.
See ya.